Well, Liam is an excited kid. He's full of imagination.
I just like to be silly sometimes.
The life of the party, always.
He has like this amazing zest for life.
This feels so weird.
Biggest smile ever.
He's always busting into song.
I'm on top of the world. Hey now, you're an Elsa. Get your game on, go play.
The happiest kid I know.
My name is Liam Setos. I'm Liam Setos. I am 11 years old and I want to be a I like to do that when I mess up a word. Pediatric PT. When I was in the hospital, even in the bad times, how they made me smile. It's just incredible.
He had never had a seizure before, so that came out of nowhere. He had no symptoms leading up to this.
And so we called the ambulance and took him into the hospital.
That night, the seizures got worse. He was non-responsive, and yeah, that was a pretty scary first 48 hours. They did right away go in and do a biopsy of his brain, so that was probably about 36 hours in. We did hear that first night, looks like it could be a brain tumor, but there's a lot of things it could be right now. Exactly a month after we had originally gone to the hospital is when they came and pulled us out of his room and said, it's not the results that we were hoping for, and it's high grade, very, very rare. And they said, do not focus on any sort of life expectancies because none of us are promised tomorrow. So we really took that attitude and said, you know what, we're going to do absolutely everything we can with this time that we've been given, whatever that time may be. And it's truly, really how we all should live, all the time.
I remember seeing a gigantic team of doctors just kind of huddle by the door. And I looked at my mom and I was like, I just had this feeling.
We made eye contact and I knew she knew at that point that the news wasn't good.
That was the hardest part.
They took us into a different room and just started going through everything that we know and what the plans are going to be, and the amount of progress that I know that has been made here in Nebraska. So much thanks to Team Jack over the last 10 or 12 years is remarkable. Our doctor, Dr. Ralji, in fact, through a Team Jack grant, was sent to Denver. Denver Tumor Board is one of those that ended up reviewing Liam's situation, Liam's case, and we have a great network of people, and so we did decide to share out there that we have a really sick little boy, and they're trying to figure out what's wrong with him. And one of the first people that I heard from was Brent Gehring, and Brent and Catherine went through this with Emma, their sweet Emma, and Team Jack reached out almost right away too and said, we want you to know you have a family here.
It brings the entire state of Nebraska together. I mean, there's a community within it, and seeing the joy and the support that we get from people is also amazing. So.
And the fact that Liam got to meet Jack too at the road race, that was pretty special because we showed him the original video too, and says, look, he just graduated high school. So, and it was almost like someone to say, oh, he's been through it. He's there.
Absolutely incredible when you think about what do we all want to do? And like, we all want to have an impact on the world. And I remember, after Jack's passing, and Sam said, like, I'm reading this article from the UK, and I'm reading this article in CNN, and like, that is an example. Like, they are such a shining example of how, like, you really can change the world.
You can make impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make an impact.
Try to stay optimistic. You have an amazing team. Stay close to family. Don't hide your feelings. Embrace them. Share them. I know what it feels like to be through this, and we will just keep on fighting.
Jack's memory and the work of Bree and Andy and the entire Hoffman family, like, that's really important that torch continues. And they need to know that what they are doing and is life-changing work. And, we're experiencing that, and so are so many other kids and families. And how very thankful we are that they ever started this organization and continue to shed this light on the need for more research and more funding for kids.
In the words of Jack Hoffman, we don't quit.